All right, guys, welcome to the call tonight. Excited to have everybody on. The numbers are unbelievable. I just keep watching more and more people log in and log in and log in and log in, which tells me we've got some serious momentum going on right now. The excitement that is going on right now is at an all-time peak. It's just been an incredible week this week. I don't know that I slept, but that doesn't matter because I've been taking my Sustain, my Relieve, and my drink mix, so we're good to go, folks. I got tons of energy and getting better every day. So we're going to update you on all that stuff. But before I do that, for those of you over the last while that have had a chance to, to be in one of the opportunity meetings that I've been doing personally, you hear me quote somebody a lot. You hear me talk about this person all the time. And I know a lot of you probably think that he is a figment of your imagination or my imagination, but we just want you to know, no, this is a real person. He's a very, very close friend of mine with he and his wife both. They're just two of the nicest, greatest, most gracious people you're ever going to meet. And he's absolutely a leader in business. And we are so fortunate to have him be a part of what we're doing. I know he's got a limited time frame tonight, and I wanted to quickly introduce my good friend and also chairman of the Blue Ocean Business Group board, Mr. Ron Simmons, and just really appreciate him taking the time. I know he's down in Texas and is a busy guy, but we are so happy to have him on the call. And so, Ron, are you there? You there, Ron? Hopefully we'll have everything working here. Can you hear me, Ron? So somehow we've lost audio. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
So everyone can still hear me, but not hear Ron. All right. Well, we'll have him maybe try and dial back in, and we'll see if we can get him on there. See, you're still going to think he's a figment of my imagination. We just found this picture, and it looked like such a sharp couple. We posted it, and we're going to call him Ron. So, no, that is Ron and Lisa. They're incredible people, and I'm hoping we can get him here. I don't know what's happened on the sound there. We did a sound check before we started, and we could hear him perfectly. But for some reason...
He says he's on, but, so, yeah.
Some reason that's not coming through. Is his sound, is he calling in through his computer or his phone?
I'm calling through my computer.
There you
There
go.
we go.
There you go. Now we got you. So great to have you on, Ron. Appreciate you being on. And go ahead and start us off here and introduce yourself to everybody. And thanks for being on the call, bud.
Well, thank you very much, Curtis, for having me. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate what Brad's doing there, and Brent and Brooks as well. And I know they have been just busy like madmen and women that are up there working and everything. And that's what happens, when you start your own business. There's just a whole new feeling of not just excitement but enthusiasm. I've started several businesses over my 30-year adult career, and now I'm in the political game as well. And it's something about when you're doing something on your own that you know is going to make a difference for your family and for those around you, that just has this level of enthusiasm that starts from within. It's not just an outward excitement. It starts from within. So I'm really excited about serving as chairman of the Blue Ocean Group, and they'll go over more details about the Blue Ocean Group later. But the key thing about the Blue Ocean Group is that the goal here is to help people understand what it's like to own their own business, to be quality business owners, not just about making profit, although that's going to be key to what we're doing, but also, are you profitable to others? Are you investing in other people's lives? Are you making a difference for your family? Are you making a difference for your community? That's what you're going to learn as being a part of Blue Ocean Group. Also, we're going to focus a lot on personal development. How can we become better people? Because that's what it's all about. If we go through this life and don't improve ourselves on a day-to-day basis, then what are we really here for? And I know that we're going to have ups and downs. I certainly have had plenty of those in my life. I mean, I was born in Louisiana, raised in Arkansas, so I had 2 strikes against me. Got to Texas as fast as I could, and just trying to do what's best every day. And that's what we're going to be teaching at Blue Ocean Group. The Avisae is going to take care of the products. They're going to take care of delivery. They're going to take care of the compensation, and that's their role. But at Blue Ocean Group, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the best in the world to you to teach you how to not only become a better business owner, but a better you. And then finally, we're going to teach you the mechanics of how to build your organization, what you need to do. You've got people that are involved in this that have built organizations in the past, people like Brad Reeves, people like Curtis Hall, lots of others that you'll be meeting tonight and other nights that will not only tell you how to be a better you, but how to turn that better you into an organizational structure for growth that will not only change your family's life financially, but the most rewarding of all is you'll have the ability to help other people change their lives. And that's what we're talking about, is being able to improve your lives through helping build a profitable business and investing in other people. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. I'm thankful. I'm honored. And I wish I could stay on longer, but got a lot going on down here. We're in the middle of our legislative session, so I've got stuff going on with that I have to pay attention to tonight. And so I just want to turn it back over to Curtis and just thank he and Brad and Brent and Brooks for what they're doing. And you're in good hands, people. I can promise you that.
Well, thanks, Ron. I really appreciate your time. I know how busy you are, and we appreciate your giving some of that time and focus and experience to this group of people, and we know that it's going to serve us all very well through the relationships that we develop in the years to come, and we just really want you to know we appreciate you. So thanks for taking the time to be on, and I know everyone is so excited to get to know you more and get to meet you guys and be around you. So thanks a lot, bud.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. You got it. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, that is the man himself. Now you know that he's the real deal, and he is the real deal. This guy is. You hear me quoting him all the time. You know, he has a little deal that he talked about that I got a chance to be part of a while ago, where he talked about you have to either be able to build an asset or you have to be able to buy an asset. But if you're ever going to become financially independent, you have to create assets, and that most people don't have a plan for doing that. They don't know how to do it. So when we start looking at what we're doing with the Blue Ocean Business Group, it's taking an incredible group of leaders here in North America and inserting them into all of our lives and collectively connecting to where we can all have the opportunity to benefit and move forward accordingly in our own personal lives because of the association with one another. And I cannot thank you enough, everyone on this call, I cannot thank you enough for your patience and for your comments. I'll tell you, it's been positive coming from everyone, and we've had some hiccups and we've already had some bumps, and no one's complaining, no one's been whining, everyone's just said, hey, this is going on, what can we do here, how can we help you here? And we've gotten call after call after call from people in every part of North America, USA and Canada, our friends up north, and we have just had such great input and such great stuff come from all of you. And really, ultimately, guys, that's what is going to separate the connection that we have, and that is that we are going to be open to listening and hearing what you have to say collectively, and we're going to be one voice that really moves this thing forward. So we're excited to get you updated tonight on what's going on, the progress we've made. I've got Brooks actually right here in my office sitting next to me. I'm going to hand my microphone off to Brooks. I don't know anyone that's a harder worker, sun up to sundown. I know when he puts his head on the pillow at night, he's tired and ready to catch some sleep. And he's just doing everything he can possibly do to make everything happen at every angle. And he's just a terrific guy. So help me welcome here, Mr. Brooks. Everyone start clapping. There you go. Anyway, here's Brooks.
Yay! All the silent clap. Oh, thank you, Brad. I heard one. So, hey, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Curtis. You know, Curtis is awesome. His enthusiasm is contagious. And you know, wonderful introduction. Hey, I do want to say on behalf of the management team here, you know, we were so enthused to engage with Ron on this. I want to come back to Ron a little bit. You know, he is an amazing person. And me personally, when I first met him, I sensed integrity, and that was at the core of everything he does. And, you know, whether he's involved with the legislature down there in Texas, all his business, you know, everything he's been involved in has just been successful, and it's because of his integrity. So anyway, I just want to tell everybody out there that you couldn't be in better hands with the Blue Ocean Business Group. than to have Ron Simmons as part of the chairman of the board of the Blue Ocean Business Group. You know, what we'd like to share tonight, in fact, you know, Curtis has talked about the numbers going like crazy. We're watching growth after growth, day after day after day. You know, we hardly have time to, you know, keep up with everything that's going out in the field. So, you know, that's what we're trying to do, is keep up with all of you that are on this call. Let me talk a little bit about some recent accomplishments. First of all, we've completed the manufacture of Avisae products. Hats off to a number of people on the back end here. The products look fantastic. In fact, Curtis was at a photo shoot of those products yesterday, and I can't tell you how amazing those images look. He shared them with the rest of us, and they're fantastic. These products look great. I think he did, you know, I don't know where all this creativity came from, but hats off to him. Let me share another bullet point here with you. We've got also the corporate website. The initial implementation of the corporate website is complete. We've also finished the initial implementation of the back office as well. And so as part of this, what we'd like to do is share some of these images. So our design group and our development group, I think they've done a fantastic job. We'd like to share a little bit with you today, and then we'll talk a little bit about the timeline at the end of this so that you know when you can get in there, when you can look around, poke around, look at things, and make some tweaks and changes to whatever you want to do. Again, this is your business. We're trying to create the tools necessary for you to do what you do best. We can go to the next slide. Well, look here. This is the home page to the website. You can become more with Avisae. We've tried to create a clean look and feel. You know, we can only fit so much on these slides, but anyway, we believe that you'll love this. Let's go to the next slide. We'll go through these fairly quickly, but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a look and feel. So this is the products page. You can see the products, and we don't have the actual product images from the photo shoot yesterday, but phenomenal. The Become More page. This will have a video that will play and some other things that, you know, describe what we're all about, to become more, become healthier, become self-reliant. This is the dashboard. So now we enter into the back office. You'll notice Quicksilver down at the bottom, Accelerator down there, Loyalty Rewards Program. You see the 3 tiers of the company, as we've talked about: the Avisae, the Blue Ocean Success System, and then the retirement aspect of it that will be forthcoming. And so it gives you a business summary, a summary of everything in your business, your commissions and all of that. If we look at the next page here, this is My Team. You'll notice that we want you to know who you are working with and who you have helped bring into this business. And you'll see that there's about what is that, 9 different views. So you can see it in a tree structure form, you can see it in a line item form, you can see it in a unilevel kind of folder view there. And so any which way you wish to view that, you can. Let's go to the next slide here. This is the My Business page, and we have a lot of things coming. What you'll see tonight is just the first stage. This is going to be better. This is going to be fantastic. I mean, it already is better than all the other tools I've ever seen. I've just been completely impressed with this, but I can't tell you, 30 days from now, 60 days from now, a week from now, I mean, this stuff is just going to get better and better. There are plans around making this better and better so that you have the tools you need to build your business. And so that'll show a number of different reports. Let me just show a couple of other things here. You'll have a graph report. You can already see that as a company, we're already, I guess, we're already infusing ourselves into every state. You'll see that we're in nearly every state in the U.S. already, and still growing. We also have the there it is. We also are in 5 provinces in Canada already, and we haven't even begun to breach up there yet. I mean, everybody that's on this call from our friends up north, they just enthused. We're seeing growth up there, probably even greater than some of the growth down here. So we're very excited. Let's move on to the next page here. Here's the Blue Ocean Success System tab. You'll notice a number of tabs up at the top. This is the Blue Ocean Success System tab, and these are things that you probably want and need. You'll notice our information sheets are already out there. You'll notice the PowerPoint that we've created that will help you in some of your meetings. We'll have training videos, so you see the training column there. We'll have a number of things there and things upcoming. So Anyway, you'll look to this page. This will have a number of different things, and in time, it'll have a number of other tools that will help you as you build your business as part of the Blue Ocean Business Group, linked in here with Avisae. One thing I will mention too, this is the My Account page, and the important thing here is notice you can put a number of different payment methods, cards. And Brad will touch a little bit on this, but your business will thrive with good information. So the first thing that we would like you to do is to go into the My Account page when you have access to this and update all your information. Make sure it's accurate. You haven't seen it for a while, so go in and make sure that's accurate, because that will help you so that you have everything up to date so that you can continue rolling your business out. Let's go to the next tab here. What I'd like to do now is just hand this back to Curtis. These are some of the images that we had created yesterday. Anyway, I'd like him to share and hand this back to him. Yeah, we'll talk about the time frame at the end. So again, stay tuned for that. Anyway, here, Curtis, you want to take it away for us?
You've got it. We're switching microphones back and forth here. Products have turned out unbelievably, guys. I mean, they're incredible. It's just all there is to it. I've been fortunate enough to have access to the product since January 15th, and I know that you've all seen, a lot of you anyway, what the result of that has been for me in my own personal health challenges and things that I want to do. All these products are now done. They are in the warehouse or in the process of being delivered to the warehouse within the next couple of days. We just got indulged. In fact, the day we went into this photo shoot to go and photo all these, the indulge was literally getting out of quarantine that day, and I was able to go over and pick up 5 bags of that and get it right back over to the photo shoot and have just an incredible day with some incredibly talented people putting this together. We've got more images than you can even imagine. We'll begin to put together the brochures. By the way, we are going to have a product brochure, not just the one sheets that are currently available. We are going to have a product brochure that will be available to you. It will be several pages. In the back of that, there will be a CD. We recorded recently Brooks and Darren Blackhurst going over the products, discussing the products, and talking about the benefits of the products and the science behind the products. You'll have access to the white papers that go through all the studies and everything that's already been done on these. I'll tell you what, it's incredible product. It's just been fantastic. So you guys are going to love it. I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference. And I think what I want to encourage everybody on the products more than anything is you're going to begin to understand the products and get more information. The number one thing that you're going to get out of this is that you are going to feel a difference. I'm just telling you right now, you are going to be able to tell a difference. And when you do that, someone's asking me to explain quarantine. That isn't a bad term. Every product that comes through has to go through a series of tests. When the product is finished, it has to go into what they call quarantine. When it goes into quarantine, that's just a testing time frame where they take and test that product. It's under lock and key in quarantine until they go through and get all the data on it. As soon as the data is released on that, then they'll go ahead and release it, and send it out for shipment. So it's not it's not a major quarantine. Sounds like you got a gas mask on or something. It's not that. It's just a testing phase. So that's what that is. But anyway, as you begin to use these products, I think you are going to just see an absolute difference in how they make you feel. For those of you that have a weight loss goal and have a challenge you want to put out there, this is about living your blue ocean life. That's a theme that you're going to hear resonating from us over and over and over again, is this whole philosophy and this whole process of living a blue ocean life. I've got all kinds of product questions coming in. We aren't going to do a product seminar tonight, just so everybody knows, but we will do those, and you'll have access to those. And so we'll make sure and get that information out. FDA approved, of course. Every item that we have on the raw goods has to be FDA approved. Other than the stuff we just went and scooped out of my garden and threw in there. But other than that, right? No, just kidding. Anyway, that's right. But you're going to see a major difference. I'm down almost 25 pounds since January 15th. I've never felt better. I tell people, as we're out and talking to people, it's the easiest thing in the world for me talk about because I'm living this Avisae life. I'm living literally this blue ocean life. I'm taking the, and as you do this and you begin to talk to people and they begin to see the result of how you look and the result of how you feel, I promise you your businesses will grow. They will grow just naturally because you will have people coming to you saying, what are you doing? What's going on? And you will be, it's going to be so easy to talk about with people because the products are really, really amazing products. And we'll get back and we'll do some different webinars where we get in and discuss specifically products. So we'll get in and we'll do all that and answer people's questions and get into a whole product thing. This night isn't set up to do that, but I know there are questions on that and we will get those questions answered. But anyway, guys, we're excited about them. We're excited about getting them out to you and what they're going to do for you in your own life. I had my brother over here today, and we went for a little run. And when we got done, I said, "Okay, come on in." And he's involved with us, and I mixed up and the daily indulge, and he was blown away. He was like, "I cannot believe how good this is." See, I'm getting choked up over it. He's like, "I cannot believe how good this is. It's amazing. And it really is just like drinking a shake. It's incredible." So you guys are going to love this stuff. Sustain is I've been on it now for 2 weeks. I don't know what it's done to my energy level. I'm always an energy guy anyway. Excuse me, but my energy is it's just through the roof. Not like crazy caffeine buzz energy. I'm just talking my overall, just the way I feel. I feel more healthy than I've ever felt in my lifetime. And you guys are going to get a chance to experience that shortly because products are coming your way. So we'll talk to you about, excuse me, got something in my throat here, about some of those timelines. So go ahead and hit the next one and next slide here. All right, these sheets, by the way, are all done. You will be receiving these as you get your enrollment kits, and they're shipped out. There will be a copy of each of these in there, so you'll have access to those in that. But also, these are available and will be there in the back office under the Blue Ocean Success System tab, and so you'll be able to go in there and access these. We will also make these available. We're still deciding. We'll do either packs of 5 or packs of 10 or something like that you guys will be able to order that will be all professionally done, so you can get in and order those and have access to those. After we do this initial run, we are probably going to switch out some of the images now that we have the actual pictures that are done of these products, and so you'll see some of these change just a little bit from the picture aspect, and they'll be cleaner because of that. And it'll be a little bit nicer than it is even now, and they're incredible now. So these will all be available as well, and you'll get to see those shortly because you'll get these in your enrollment kit. So that's coming down the pipe as well. Next slide. Okay, I'm going to turn this over to my main man. Are we going to Brad? Okay,
Yeah, I'm here.
Brad Reese, the man among men, one of my best friends in the world. He's been out there running like crazy too, and he's just full of incredible information. Went through the numbers with someone today, and I had all the paperwork in front of me, and I was showing him, and he's like, "Man alive, this guy's brilliant." I'm like, "Darn right, he's brilliant, and he's on our team." So take it away, Brad.
Hey, the one I tell is brilliant. Can I make sure y'all hear me okay? I'm last time I know we had a little issue there. So I'll keep
you're
talking.
good. Clear as can be.
All right, so a couple things we're going to review. I'm going to cover some of the details. Once you understand that's what tonight is for, we're officially kicking off our pre-launch. It's this next week as we're rolling. And a lot of the questions are how are commissions going to be paid. They'll be paid next month in May. They'll be paid on a HyperWallet card, a program called HyperWallet that you'll get when you're enrolled, when everything goes live. And I'm going to mention those dates when we're doing everything. It'll be starting to happen this week, and so I'll roll through some of the important dates you need to have. Keep clicking this, Brent, so we can get through there. Keep going, Brent. Fill up this whole page. So the access, the system and events calendar will be a part of when our system goes live, and we'll be looking to have the system as far as your office and everything on Monday. We'll begin to charge your credit cards on Thursday night and begin to ship these products that Curtis went over to you on Friday. So Friday those will be going out. So there's a couple things that we're going to need you to do. Some of you, as I get through talking about upgrading your enrollment orders and why you're going to want to do that, because I'm going to talk a little about the legacy shares program that you all will want to participate in, and we'll talk a little about that. So I just want you to understand some of these things, the important questions people have asked, how to access customer support, and some of that right now. We want to talk about communication and run an upline through your support team information. They'll get in touch with us. We'll run it back down to them so that we all learn together. The one thing I really want to emphasize, you can run to the next one, Brent, is that we are in a ground floor opportunity. This is startup. And in that mode, most of you have never been able to be a part of something like this at this phase of the game. And which is amazing to me is we get to be a part of something where it's easy to talk to people, to share the product. But also, when you're in this phase of the game, there's going to be bumps along the way, hiccups, so to speak. Like many of you have been involved with this in what we're calling our pre-enrollment phase. We don't even have the website up. You couldn't see anything. It's on faith and trust because of the leadership and the people you're involved with. Having a Ron Simmons, some of you have never been involved with anything like this before, but be able to have a board that represents the field that has teeth. And that's what Ron does, so with his integrity. We've worked with Ron over the years, and so we're all coming together as a company and as a board, as the field, to make sure this is a win-win for everybody. And to be honest with you, I've worked with many owners and of many companies, and that's just not generally the case. 99% of the time it's not. And so all of those things, having Ron involved and offer your trust and faith in us and the leadership people that you've been working with in the Blue Ocean Business Group, we appreciate all of that. But we're going to have bumps. If some of you are on this call are still not sure, you want to go through some of those, then that's okay. Wait 6 months. It'll be better in 6 months. We won't have as many of those bumps, but there's tremendous opportunity right now. And because of what you're doing with us at this moment in the ball game, we wanted to introduce, and some of you have heard about this already, but I want to review it again, our Legacy 300 Shares program. And this is a continual program that we have, but we've set aside, thanks to Brooks and Brent, 1% of all the global sales that the company will be doing and giving shares of that. So 1% of that. And how you earn shares is as you enroll as a Star Plus IBO, you will earn 1 share. That's our $299.95 enrollment kit. And some of you are saying, well, I didn't do that. I came in with just $7.95 or $199.95. You can still upgrade. I just need you to email upgrade in the header, say upgrade, and email to ibosolutions@avisae.com, ibosolutions@avisae.com, and say you want to upgrade, and I need to get that in to us by tomorrow night. So if you've got people that have not done that or not on this call, please let them know that they need to send that in by midnight tomorrow night. Actually, if I have it by Thursday morning, that's okay, but we'll place those upgrades in there for them. And then that Thursday evening, we will charge the credit cards for their enrollment kits, and the kits will begin to ship out on Friday. So that's when you'll start seeing the product showing up on your doorstep anytime from Saturday to Monday, Tuesday, whenever it starts to arrive, that you can try these amazing products that Curtis just talked about. So enroll with the Star Plus IBO kit. When you enroll your first 3 Star Plus IBOs, you will receive another share. For every personally enrolled Star Plus IBO over the 3, so your 4th one, you'll get another share. Your 5th one, another share. You can earn as many shares as you'd like. Brent, roll to the next one. We call these perpetual shares. They will last. Now, as you earn these shares, you can also earn additional shares that we call our revenue shares by volume. You can sell product. You can do, whether you're selling the product, whether you are consuming the product, whatever, but as you do 300 personal volume in a month, you'll get an additional share. And for every 100 points in volume you do above that, so 400 would be another half a share, 500 would be another half a share, you'll earn these additional shares. And we will pay them out at the end of the year. Every year we'll pay out based on the volume of the company, whatever shares you earned. And I want to be really honest up front with everybody, and that's part of the purpose of these calls. We want to let you know where we're at, where everything stands, so that you can feel comfortable with what we're doing, and through your communication through the board and all those things, you'll know where everything's at. But this first year, it may be 50 cents you earn. It could be $1.50. It could be $10. I don't know, maybe 20. One thing I do know is where we're going. And 10 years from now, in 20 countries or 40 countries from now, when we're doing 500 million, 1 billion, 2 billion, wherever that number is, these legacy shares, that check will be pretty significant to you for the effort you put in right now. Now, with all of that, I wanted to stay right here for a quick moment. So these are shares. Many of you on this call, and these will continue to go throughout the year, and you'll see a lot of things happen, but this promotion's really a 1.5%. But the 1% is always an ongoing, but we've set aside a 0.5% for everybody that's involved with us during this pre-enrollment phase. And so we've allocated a little more percent just for the people in this phase, and everything I just explained to you, all of these shares you earn, they're all permanent shares to you. And they will be locked in for you, and with those shares you will always participate until we launch, so say through the end of the year here, those shares, as that 0.5% grows and grows and grows, they will become even more significant to you for being one of our early pioneers. And because of what you're doing, we also want to, and growing with us through this phases, and that's one of the things I really want to emphasize, is that between now and April 15th and until we launch, you know, we just need positive. We need people with great attitudes that are willing to build and go to work and talk about how we can get things better and continue to work on it. You're going to see a lot of changes. When I say a lot of changes, well, you're going to go into your back office on Monday. What you see in there may not be exactly the same thing you'll see a month later. There may be some terms that change, little enhancements that begin to appear. The back office will become more robust as more tools get populated. You'll see our Blue Ocean Success System tools is bare right now, but it'll continue to grow and grow and grow. Over the next couple months, you'll start to see that begin to grow as we're working with the Blue Ocean team to put things together there. And so we're in the process of doing this, and because of what you're doing and the impact, we're not taking it lightly, the things that you are offering us at this time and being a part of this. So we are going to take all the shares that you earn between now and April 15th. So if you earn 10, if you earn 5, whatever that number is, and we're going to multiply those by 5. So if you have 10 shares that you've earned by April 15th, that times that by 5, it's 50. And so you'll have 50 that will go into this percent that as we move forward. So I would recommend that you go out and get as many shares as you can between now and April 15th during this time. And we're offering this because of who you are right now, and we know it's a lot of trust you're putting in us and us also in you. And together we're going to create a dynasty. Now with that, I want to also talk a little bit about, as we roll, I think the next slide, some of our expectations that we have. We want you to have realistic expectations on where you think this should be right now. A lot of times I'll be dealing with somebody that will tell you, hey, we will have some bumps and hiccups. There will be some enhancements. We are just leaving phase 1 and we are rolling right into phase 2 this week. As that site goes live on Monday, we will officially be in phase 2. We'll be shipping the product. In May, we'll start paying the commissions. We'll have early system development of all our tools, our support, our leadership development, and there'll be a lot of testing and review of all these things and refinements over the next 6 months, and that's our phase 2. And so if somebody comes to you in your organization and they said, hey, how come this is not right or this is not working, remind them what phase they're in, and that's why we've given these legacy shares to you to help you succeed and weather this and grow with this. You know, what's funny is I know the people in other companies that were part of this phase and where they live now, and the homes and the money they have earned because of this, and that's you. And now as we roll into phase 3, it'll be our launch and grad and opening. All the systems will be operational. We'll be firing all cylinders. The BOSS, we call the BOSS, our Blue Ocean Success System, will be fully implemented. The board will be all integrated and running, and that's all our, and Tier 3 will be up and running too, and that's our investment strategy and financial things that will help you as you earn income. That's part of what Ron Simmons brings to the table as well, is helping all of our people create the long-term assets. So those are the expectations. We wanted to make sure that tonight, as we review our calendar, what you can expect, what's going to happen. I need all of you. We need you all to, if you have upgrades, get word out to your people that the upgrade or emails are sent to us at iviosolutions@avisae.com, and that we have those upgrade emails by midnight tomorrow night, because we'll be inputting all those in on Thursday. Also, if you have credit card issues, if maybe your expiration date is gone or you need to change the card out, we need you to also send an email to iviosolutions.com. So on Thursday, we will contact you to update those cards and make sure that everything's updated there, and so that when we run the cards that evening, everything will go smoothly for you, and that you can keep you know, all the things that are necessary for you. And then we encourage you on Monday of next week when the website's live to go in there, make sure all your information in the back office is correct, and that you can, all that is good go. Now, a lot of questions I've been getting is loyalty order. Don't worry about the loyalty order. You are able to, once that site goes live, you'll be able to go in and update your loyalty order and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to give you an idea of how the loyalty order works. We will be shipping, if somebody enters the business and they got in this week, if they get in the first week of the month, and our weeks will be defined, we run off a calendar month, so the commissions are all accumulated throughout the month and paid the next month. Our first commission run will go on May 15th to give us a little bit more time to make sure everything's working properly. But if you come in on the first week of the month, your loyalty order will ship on Monday of the first week of the next month. If you came in on the second week, on a Thursday of the second week of a month, your loyalty order will ship and process on Monday of the second week the next month. And when you see the back office, you'll be able to see all this stuff. But we want to give you an idea. If you came in on the 5th week of a month, your loyalty order will go back, will process the 4th week of the next month. It'll always be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th week of a month when the loyalty order ships. So I'm just reviewing a lot of my notes here, making sure we're communicating all this. And I don't know if I already skipped the communications process. I want to make sure we are light on our customer support right now. So send things, these emails. Go through your support team. All the information we want to roll upline and what we call downline, or upstream and downstream, so that everybody learns together. And so when that information goes up, we'll send information back down. Sometimes you can just deal directly with us, but we like it to go up and down. Communicate with your group. We've heard, hey, many emails aren't getting through at this point. If your emails aren't getting through, please check your spam. If they're in the spam, tell your spam folder that this is not spam, and the next time it will get through. But you need to do that and communicate. If you get an email regarding something that your support team sends to you, send it to your organization as well. If they say, hey, Brad, that's the 3rd one I've got from my support team, great, they're getting information. It's better that they get more information than not enough information. So communicate with them, and you coordinate and work that out with them. But that's a role as a support team that you're going to want to play there. Now, with that, I think we've about covered all the things. Here's the dates. So Thursday, the credit cards are going to be charged. Yes.
Real quick, just a couple questions came up. Someone was asking if the enrollment kit includes the enrollment fee. So on that $299. Yes. So will you explain that real quick?
Yes. So the $299 and the $199 includes your enrollment fee. So make sure that you don't get the enrollment fee as well as a kit. You just want the kit. Get the $299 enrollment kit. It includes your enrollment fee. If some of you have done that, we'll go back through and make sure that gets credited back to you so you don't have to worry about a double charge. So hopefully that answers that question. And with that, that's all the update. We are now rolling. This is an exciting time, you guys. I am giddy a little bit because most of us have never been a part of something like this where we can actually be on the talk about something that's brand new with phenomenal products, and want you to understand it's not all about the products. We're going to have great ones, and we'll continue to have more and more and more products. We're going to have a lot of them. It's about you. It's about your dreams and goals, things you want to accomplish, and we have the fortunate, on the call with us right now. I want to introduce somebody to you that's had a very successful. There's very few people.
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
Before we jump into that, I don't know if you're seeing these questions pop up. I just want to make sure we got them answered. Someone's asking about the comp plan training for the webinar on Saturday that we're going to be doing. Brad will be heading that up. We will send that out for everyone. We'll send out the time and everything for everyone to be able to log in on that call. I'm sure it will be in the morning. I don't know if you've got a specific time ready to go yet.
It'll probably be 9 a.m. Mountain Time, so 8 on the west for you, Whitney, and you Californians. So get up early. And for you Easterners, you can sleep in a little longer, but we're just going to cover some details. Reviewing the comp plan will be our first one. We'll do them often because you'll get components of it, but we'll do them often. Forgot to mention that's what we'll be doing on Saturday. So you're all kind of getting up to speed with all of that.
Perfect. Thanks.
So thank you, Curtis, and all the questions, you guys. And I'll be taking care of that on Saturday morning. We appreciate all of you once again. Now's the time to run like crazy, but I want to introduce somebody there's very few people in the world that have built the business the size that he has, and he is an amazing, dynamic man that we are fortunate to have as part of our leadership team in the Blue Ocean Business Group and with Avisae. one of our many leaders that have come on board that will be helping us, advising the board and putting them together, and he can give you more information. But I would consider Tyler here a wild man. And so we are fortunate to have him as part of this team. I hope it's because he is a wild man to do all the things. That's a picture of the float plane, their sporting camps they have. So help me welcome, and I know you can't cheer, but this is my little golf clap, but he's one of my heroes in this business and building the channel commerce business like this. So help us welcome. I want to introduce Mr. Tyler Libby. Tyler,
hey guys, thank you all. I hope you can hear it. I never know. I hate speaking into something like that, but I decided I'm going to show a bunch of slides of the grandkids here tonight. That's mini-me on the right, and no, that's not what we're going to talk about. Listen, real quick, I've never been as excited as I am right now about life and living, to be honest with you. The only thing I really regret is I'm not younger, so I could enjoy the fruit of what we're doing longer. But I've been in California and Oregon and all over. And just got through an open meeting here a little bit ago, and I'll be honest, one of the biggest problems I'm having is I run out of voice every night before I run out of day. So you'll notice my voice going, and I'm clearing my throat and stuff like that. But the situation is this. I feel like that proverbial mosquito in a nudist colony. You know, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but everything looks so good everywhere, I don't know where to start, kind of thing. And I've been around. I think I'm the most experienced on this call. I really do. I started network marketing in the fall of 1976. I have never had a run that feels as good as this one, okay? I've never been able to sponsor at the rates that we're sponsoring right now. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But let me just suggest this, okay? I always in the past, because the first network marketing company I got involved with, I think was 18 or 20 years old when I got involved with it. So we always ridiculed people that kept talking about ground floor advantage and all of that. And I think truly ground floor shouldn't be the big advantage that it maybe is, but because in the heads of people, it is, okay? It is what it is. I was going through with a guy named Tyler in my group, a multi-gazillion-dollar home on the coast of New Hampshire. Actually, it's a place where Debbie and I used to live. And this Tyler is a tiler, and he put most of the tile in the place. And we were looking through the place to see the changes that they had made since we'd lived there. And this guy came out and he said, "I hear you made your money in network marketing." And I said, yeah, we did. And he said, "I'd never want anything to do with anything like that." And so we ignored that. We continued enjoying looking through the home. And a little bit later, he comes out and he says, the only way I'd ever get involved with a network marketing company was if I was in on the ground floor, okay? So I turned to the Tyler and said, "Hey, you go get him later, okay?" But I want you guys just to have an appreciation for what we have our hands on here, okay? Unlike any other company I know of, Blue Ocean Business Group is very, very similar to what Amway did back in 1958. If you remember, if you know their story, they started the Amway Distributor Association before they ever started the Amway business because they were forced to do that. They've gone on, and that association lasted for 40 years or so before it went weak. And all I'm saying is they went on to become the second largest network marketing company in the world because of the basis that they set, the foundation that they set. I am totally convinced with what we're doing right now. When I see the Ron Simmons coming on, and you know all of the characters coming into this, okay? I really, truly believe with all my heart we're going to become the largest network marketing company in the world, and I believe that we will be talking about this generations after we've gone. We won't be talking about it. Other people will be talking about it. And with the Blue Ocean Business Group, I think that my mentor said this one day, sort of by accident. Somebody asked him, "Well, who do you trust?" And he looked around at a bunch of us and he said, "I trust us." And that's the power of what we're doing. We are a Blue Ocean. Blue Ocean Business Group is a blue ocean all by itself. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but no other company or few other companies will ever have the willingness to give power to the field. Instead of just having an advisory board, we have an advisory board that has some power. Okay, I think the most powerful words in the industry I heard from Brad the other day. I was talking about a glitch I saw in the pay plan, and I'm doing my little lecture about how it ought to be done, and he laughed. He said, "You know, we're really, really busy now," and here are the words. He said, "The board can fix that later," and I think that is so true. I mean, that's what I trust us. I trust the board. We all have common problems, and as long as the board's in there making those kind of decisions with Avisae, we're going to come out all right. Now, who to show the plan to? I'm going crazy. I'm going coast to coast. I'm showing it to anybody that'll sit down long enough. But I'm telling you, we are having incredible results with people that used to be in multi-level marketing years ago. In the last trip I did coast to coast, I believe 5, maybe more, but with 5 ex-Emeralds and other network marketing companies got involved. And the beauty of some of those is they're incredibly prepared. They know what they're looking for. We had one go over under his couch. I wasn't there. My brother Gary was there and pull out his dream board. Say, here's what we want, you know. And so it is. And I'm not saying just go after them. I'm also telling people go after the qualified. And to me, to define qualified, go to any fast-growing church and look who's sitting in the front row. Go after those guys. They're 25 to 45 years of age, have a kid, and start to feel the pain, if you will. And go show those people, the more youthful than me. Show people my age, and nobody's going to want to hang around them. The other couple of points. You old-timers, people that have been involved in other network marketing companies, you have an advantage, okay? You have a disadvantage and an advantage as well. But the advantage is you know how it works. You know that if you get back to leading with the dream, you're going to win. You know that if you go out and build depth, okay, you're going to win. You know that if you build communities, okay, and that success is measured by the number of butts in seats. If you know these things, I mean, you don't need to be taught these things, and those things work. Okay? Those will always work. A lot of people ask me why Debbie and I are sort of coming out of retirement or whatever, because most people think we're really, really rich. We aren't, okay, but we're fine. We could, we could make it for. I tell people we could make it the rest of our lives as long as we don't live past 110. Now, if we live past 110, we'd have to seek out one of those death panels and ask them to do it to us because we'd run out of money about then. But that's not why we're back in the game. We're back in the game for the same reason my mentor is back in the game, and that is that we've watched our kids. I've got 3 daughters, 2 grandsons. We've got 6 grandchildren. You're looking at my grandsons there, but we've got 2 granddaughters with another one on the way. And we see our kids and grandkids, okay, or particularly our kids, digging ruts bigger than the ones that we had. And because of the environment, or the economics of the country and the debt of the country and all of those negative things, they're going to have a tougher time to get out of those ruts. And they're going to need a vehicle. If they're going to live a daring adventure as we have, we've had an incredible life, and I'm not ashamed of that. We've been able to do stuff that most people only dream about. But right here on my desk, I've got 88 pictures of places and things I still need to do. And at 65 years of age, you better get a hustle on if you're going to get those done. I mean, my next thing, just for those of you who want to join, check Upline. But next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Patagonia on motorcycles, go into Buenos Aires, rent bikes, throw some fly rods on the back of them. Those that are too old to get on a motorcycle can bring Jeeps if they will. And the women, they can just stay there. That's the Paris of the hemisphere anyway, and enjoy life. We'll go fishing in Patagonia. But anyway, whatever. Life can be great for our kids if we build this and build it right and make sure we do it with integrity from day one. I'm going to challenge every one of you. Let's do something really, really great. Number one thing we ought to do is we ought to scare the crap out of Avisae. You know, Brooke, Brent, Brad, Curtis, you ought to be running scared. We ought to keep you out of products. So that the biggest problem is going to, I really, we want to force you into having 10,000 SKUs. I would like to see the next time we hear from you guys, we're doing 20 billion 10 years from now, okay? But let's truly, guys, I don't want to run on and on, which I have the ability to do. Let's truly get out there and just really make a difference. Let's become that positive influence that we know we can be. Let's become, matter of fact, the most positive influence on the face of the globe. the globe needs it right now. And let's build something worthy of my newest and youngest granddaughter, Tori. Let's make this thing great and make it something that'll stand the test of time. Hey, God bless you. It's great to be on board, and thank you guys at Avisae. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, you, Tyler.
Hey,
go ahead, Brad.
Curtis, one thing, though, I just want to mention, Tyler, there, the glitch he found was that people were going to make too much money too early on and didn't want them to get too fat and happy. So but they can address that later. Anyways, thanks, Tyler. And I want to turn this over to Curtis, kind of wrap some things up here, but look forward to getting with people on I know we got meetings around the country. Some of the event schedules are posted with some of the uplines. Check with them, and we'll have some of the event schedules out with our back office here next week as well. So, Curtis, over to you, buddy.
Yeah, hey, I just want to tell Tyler thank you. I appreciate everything he had to say. I, like him, am an avid and crazy fly fisherman. I love to fly fish, probably my #1 passion in my whole life. Nothing like being out on a river. And I find it interesting because Tyler is a doer, and I imagine he fishes like he builds his business. And that is that he's a doer. He likes to get out and get things done. I was on a trip recently with my brother-in-law, and it made me think of something when I was fishing with him. He was having a tough time. He was really struggling, and yet he's got the perfect cast. So he had the perfect cast, and you've seen river runs through it. He had this cast going, and it looked beautiful. And I'm not that good at that part of it. I'm better at catching fish than I am how I look. And so I was over there, and I was catching fish after fish after fish after fish. And he came over and he said, "What are you doing different than I'm doing?" And I said, "I don't know. Come here, stand right next to me." So he stood right next to me. I said, "Cast out there." He cast out there, and the fly went down past him, and then he hurried and pulled it up. When it got like 2 feet past him, he pulled it up out of the water, and he started flinging it around in the air again to get it back on the water. And I said, "The difference between you and me is I actually fish. you don't fish much. You have that thing in the air most of the time." I said, my fly is in the water more times than yours is, and that's really like building this business, man. You got to have your fly in the water. It doesn't do a whole lot of good in the air. You got to get it in the water if you're going to catch the fish, and that's just like building a business. And I was reading a book recently. In fact, I got it right here. It's called Success Principles: How to Get from Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. And one of the chapters in there reminded me of Tyler, and it talks about being a doer. Not talking about it, not waiting for it to look perfect, not having all the ducks lined up in a row, simply going out there and taking action. So this is an action-based opportunity. It's not let's fix everything and get it perfect opportunity. It's an action-based opportunity. We'll fix it as we go, guys. We will continue to fix it. It will do nothing. Right now is as bad as it's ever going to be. It's going to do nothing but get better, 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 better. That's what's going to happen. And when we have leadership like we have with guys like Tyler and guys like Ron Simmons and a whole lot of other people from Canada, West Coast to East Coast, the Whitneys, I could go on and on, I shouldn't name names, Keith and Jan and Mike and on and on. Just incredible leadership that we have access to. And to have that all connected through this Blue Ocean Business Group and what Blue Ocean means. And I hope some of you have read that book, because this is truly a unique opportunity in the space of a blue ocean, guys. That's really what we're creating here, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it. I'm excited to be a part of it. Do not let grass grow under your feet, guys. Let's pound the pavement hard right now. Let's hit it hard right now. You realize you can set yourself up for the rest of your life in the next month. You can go out and set yourself up for the rest of your life. Get the base foundation set up that you need to make a run like you've never made in your life, and it'll be all the difference. It's been all the difference to us, and we love being a part of it. We love working with all of you, and we appreciate every one of you so much for everything you're doing. We cannot thank you enough. So on behalf of Brent, on behalf of Brooks, Brad, and myself, Tyler, and everybody out there, guys, we really appreciate you. We look forward to your comments and your constructive criticisms and your help as we move this forward collectively. This is about the group. This is about the team. This isn't about any individuals. This is a team deal, guys. So thanks for being on the call. We appreciate all of you. Brent, anything to add there as we wrap up?
No, but thank you so very much. I've kind of lost my voice, and so I'm kind of taking a back seat on this conference call tonight. But just kudos to Ron and to Tyler and to all who have joined us tonight. This has just been a great event, and we couldn't be more excited. A lot of very exciting things are beginning to happen. Let me just share this one thing. Somebody mentioned this to me recently, and I have such respect for this individual. He said, "Make no small plans. They have no magic to stir men's souls." I just love that, and that's what we're about here at Avisae. We're thinking big. We're thinking about your future, Reedy, and your grandkids, your children. And as we talk to people about wanting to change lives, and they think about their children or what's in store for their children, you know, Reedy, we're thinking big. Make no small plans. They have no magic to stir men's souls. We at Avisae are creating magic. And the response has been just thrilling for us. We've loved the feedback, but more importantly, has been said many times in this call tonight, thank you for your patience. This thing is evolving. We've been amazed at what has been accomplished in a very short period of time. We can only anticipate what's going to happen with your help, your commitment, your passion, your vision. I said to one of your great leaders recently, it amazes me the kind of people who are becoming part of Avisae. These are just some of the finest, the most decent people that I have ever had an opportunity to participate with in this industry. They don't complain. They're happy with what we're doing. They've been so participatory. So we're just so grateful for all of you, your contribution, your commitment, your interest, but more importantly, your leadership. So hats off to all of you. You make the difference. Thank you to Brad and Curtis, to Brooks, my partner, and but to all of you. We just feel like already we're creating this Avisae family that has just been, it's just second to none. We've never had this kind of experience before, and we know it's just going to get better day by day. So thank you. Appreciate your being on the call with us tonight. Curtis, any final word?
Nope, that's it, guys. Thanks for being on. We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to having everybody on the call on Saturday.